I'm Mike Tillman with the Florida Public Archaeology Network, and today I wanted to take you all on a hiking tour of one of my favorite spots located here in Navarre, Florida, called Escribano Point. So there are a lot of beautiful trail systems here over at Escibano Point that takes you through a lot of different ecosystems. Right now this is woodlands, but right over in that direction there's wetlands, and right by the base system is what we call the maritime hammock. So Escribano Point is a great area to come and do some hiking, or even there's areas to do some primitive camping out. But really what I wanted to take you all out here today is because humans have used this area for thousands of years. So the body of water behind me is part of the Yellow River Aquatic Reserve. Running that way goes into Blackwater Bay. Running the opposite direction goes into East Bay. And these two bay systems are part of what are called estuaries. And estuaries are where you have fresh water from the river systems meeting salt water from the ocean. This whole system is 144 square miles of surface water, called the Pensacola Bay system. And it's been an important area for resources, particularly marine resources, for thousands of years. We know that because of an archaeological site located here along Escribano Point, as well as other areas across the Florida's Gulf Coast. So how do archaeologists know that people have used this area of Escribano Point and these bay systems for thousands of years? And the answer is we have thousands of years of their trash left over. And most of what we find in their trash is those marine sources that they were utilizing for food. For things like shellfish. Of course, they ate the meat from the shellfish, but then they discarded the shell. And they discarded those shells into piles, and over time those piles got larger and larger. And those piles are what we call Midden mounds. And oftentimes in Midden mounds, we not only find what Native Americans were eating on a daily life basis, but we also find things like broken bits of pottery or tools that they were utilizing in their everyday lives too. A good example of what a Midden mound looks like is just right here. Now this shell midden here at Escribano Point runs along the shoreline for about 100 meters. But one of the things that threatens sites like this is not only human activity, but also natural processes like erosion. A good example of that is this tree right here. As you can see, it's actually collapsed. So archaeological sites like this are all protected by state and federal laws, particularly when they're on state lands. It is protected under state statutes 267. And so it's important that when you visit places like this, that you enjoy it, take photographs, have good memories, and make sure that you don't pick up any artifacts, and certainly don't do any digging. Unfortunately, I have found some holes dug into the midden here, which causes a lot of damage, aside from the fact that it's illegal.